Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing the tier list. I'm going to be redoing my Garden Warfare 2 tier list because I made one a while back, but that was like kind of a while ago and I kind of want to redo it. But we're going to be ranking the plants in this episode, and in the next video we're going to be ranking the zombies. So just remember, this is my opinion. If my opinion does not match with yours, that's fine, but just remember, this is my opinion, not yours. Our opinions will vary. So, Agent P, I heard he is pretty good. Like, I know he's a decent, solid character, but me personally, I'm not very good with him. I'll put him in A tier mainly because, yes, he is a solid character, solid DPS, very good character in the right hands, but I don't have very great accuracy, so I'm not very good with him. Alien Flower, I'd say also A tier for me because I like her little cloud effect, where if you shoot a bullet, there's like a little cloud that stays there that damages enemies if they're inside it. So she's good at like dealing with groups of zombies and like turf takeover and suburbanation. So she's good at dealing damage to multiple zombies at a time. Armor Chomper, oh boy. People think he's like the worst character in the game. Me personally, I don't really have a character I think is bad, since all the characters, though I do admit some characters are kind of meh. Doesn't matter what character it is. There's going to be people out there that like the character, like Armor Chomper. There are people out there that like Armor Chomper. There are people out there that like Barbecue Corn. There's people that like Chomp Thing. There's people that like Rock Pea, and so on. Me personally, I'd put Armor Chomper in D tier. Mainly because, okay, let me do my normal thing. Let's see, create a row above, a row above. So this would be, let's see, A plus, this is B plus, row above, and, a row above. C plus, and this is D plus. So, me personally, I think Armor will go in D plus tier, mainly because, yes, he is slow, but he has good damage, and his high health pool has come in clutch sometimes. There have been many times where I almost died, but my high health pool saved me, so if I was playing as a different Chomper, I would have died, but my high health pool helped me not die. His high health pool has come in clutch. Bandit Cactus. I guess maybe C tier. Because, it's a cactus that's more like up in your face. Like, if you want to play cactus but you're not good at sniping, which that's basically me, you can play a bandit cactus because she's more like up in your face. She's like more of a cactus that's be more suited for the front lines. Barbecue Corn. Oh boy, he's been nerfed, so, me, personally, my experience with them, remember, I'm ranking these characters based off my personal experience with them. I would say Barbecue Corn, at least in my personal experience, C plus tier. I know he's been nerfed, but he's still a corn. He's still got Shuck Shot. He's still got Husk Cob. He still has the Butter Barrage, or the bigger, better butter. And even though he doesn't do as much damage as he used to, his fire damage can still help you get vanquishes, even if they're like not in your sight anymore. Like, he's still a corn. He's still a solid character, because he's still got solid abilities. Cactus. I'd say also a C plus character. I mean, hey, I'm good at sniping, but up close, she's not very great. Camel Cactus. Oh, maybe like D plus tier. She's like purely for sniping. She's like Cactus, but if you're like purely for sniping, like not good at close range with her at all. Like, she's not made for close range whatsoever, and she reloads kind of slow, and you have to be accurate with her. If you're not, you're going to be missing all your shots, and she's kind of aggravating to play when you're not very good at aiming, kind of like me, hence why Agent P's in A tier, not S tier for me. Chomp Thing. Also D plus tier. A Spray Chomper. You can still do like the little thing where you like just spam the right trigger and you can do a lot of damage, dish out a lot of damage. But he basically starts regenerating his health instantly. Like, all characters have a delay before they regenerate their health. Chomp Thing can start regenerating his health instantly, so that can help you sponge a lot of damage and then just get back in the fight easily. Chomper, I feel like a lot of Chompers are going in this tier, since a lot of them, You see, it's just a lot of the chompers are going in D plus tier because they're all basically similar. Like same with Disco Chomper and okay, well Count Chomper I guess will go in C tier because it's got the healing effect. It's just they all kind of go in here since they're all short range, so they're all like very limited on what they can do. I might just put all the chompers like a low tier. Okay, Hot Rod Chomper, he can go in C tier since he's got that speed effect. Unicorn Chomper, okay, here, let me just do this. Hang on. Haven't played. Unfortunately, I never will. Okay, Twilight Chomper also, maybe C plus tier, because, he's got the Warp. Which I think is better than the Burrow in a lot of cases. Yeah, a lot of the Chompers go in here since they all kind of fall into the same category. Like, hey, yeah, they're a Chomper, but they're close range, so there's not a whole lot you can do with them unless you're, like, behind the enemy's back or something, like in their face. Is that all the Chompers? Yeah, that's all of them. Alright, Citron. I'd say maybe C plus tier. Like, Citrons, like, ever since, like, the whole nerve Citrons are, like, mainly for close range. Yeah. Citrons are not very good at long range, but he's got, like, the EM Peach, the shield, and he can, like, run away like a little coward, like most Citron players do. He is a tank character, and he's good at, like, sponging damage, but at a distance, he's not very that threatening, but at, close up, like, medium to close range, he's more threatening. Let's use the next plant on the Commando Corn. I'd say A tier. Because when you get to, like, his full Commando, oh boy, he is dangerous. Commando P. I'm tied between putting him between B or B plus tier. I guess B tier. Like he's the only pea shooter that's fully automatic. But then again, he doesn't do like a whole lot of damage. But if you're bad at your aim, then he's easier to play. Druid Rose, A tier as well. Really good at dealing with imps, and roses have, well, homing damage, so, oh boy. Electric Citron, I don't play him very often. Yeah, his damage kind of sucks. D tier. Electro P, I'm also putting him, okay, well, A or A plus. I mean, don't get me wrong, Manual Detonation is cool and all, but I don't play Manual Detonation characters often, like, Petrified, Cactus Captain Cannon, and him, even though I do have EP at Master, but still, Manual Detonation is not really my play style, so it's like something I'm not very good at, like manually like timing my detonation perfectly. I'm not very like good at manual detonation, like detonating it at the right time. So I'd say I'm tied between these two tiers. I mean, he's a pea shooter, though he's kind of bad at range. So here, how about this? I'll put him at the top of A tier. How about that? And not put him in A plus tier, but I'll put him at the top of A tier. Is that good enough? Let's see, who's next on the list? Fire Cactus, basically Cactus, but a little better with fire damage. So above Cactus in C plus tier. Fire Flower, how that date with Fire Pea go? I don't think it went really well. She might not even want to talk about it. She's a Sunflower. I'd say maybe B tier. Not very great at like defending herself like by herself, but still she's good. Fire Pea. how funny that he's next. I'd say B plus tier, or maybe A tier. Okay, I'm tied between here. Okay, maybe A tier. I'll put him in A tier. Fire Rose. I personally don't like to play charge characters that much. I just prefer to, like, fire my weapon and ignore, like, the whole charge gimmick. But I can see it being useful, but you're a Rose, so you're kind of bad at defending yourself by yourself. Plus, you can always cheese it with Arcane Enigma. B plus tier for me, personally. Frost Rose, I think the same thing would go for you. Frozen Citron. I'd say, like, he's kind of like Citron, but a bit better with the ice effect, so he's above Citron and C plus tier. Future Cactus. I'd say this Cactus... See, I want to put her in A plus tier because the whole charge effect, like you can basically one shot imps with it, but at the same time, it's one of those things where you have to be accurate with it. A plus tier, I guess. The charge effect is really nice. It's just a character I need to get good at. Who's next on the ice cactus? Ice effect is ice and all, though I do think fire is slightly better, so you go in the same tier. Ice P, basically like fire pea shooter. I do actually, but when it comes to pea shooters, I think ice is a bit better, so you're above fire P. Iron Citron, he's kind of meh, but when you get his reload upgrade, he is good. So he does have a lot of health, but he's a bit slow. But he's got like the Citron Ball form, so I guess C tier. Jade Cactus. I mean, she does good damage, but she's a bit slow because she's an armored variant. So I guess in the same tier with the other cacti. Colonel Corn, A plus tier, or I'm debating maybe even S tier. Like he's a solid character. Okay, maybe S tier. He's really solid. Law P, another character that is good, but I don't have good accuracy. I feel like I'm a bit better with him than Agent P, so A plus tier. Because I feel like he has a higher DPS. Well, okay, maybe not. Maybe Agent P. I don't know. Personal experience, I just personally think Law P is slightly better than Agent P, okay? My personal opinion and experience. Metal Pill. She's kind of slow. But she does have high health. So B plus tier for me. Mystic Flower, I don't really like plants her too much. Mystic Flower was never really a character I really like to play because I don't really like charge-up characters. She's a bit awkward for me to play, so C plus tier. Neck Rose, she can be deadly with her Jinx effect if you play your cards right. A plus tier and good at making enemies just lose their health, like you put their health through, like it's like you turn the enemy's health into paper and you put it through a shredder. It's like that. Oh, what? Okay. What? Wait, where did I put Pea Shooter? Huh? Where is he? Huh? Wait, where did Pea Shooter? Okay, there he is. Default Pea Shooter is pretty solid if you ask me. I'd say A tier. Plasma P, ooh boy, A plus tier. I think out of all the charge characters, he's the best one. Oh, Party Rose, haven't played. I just put I know I'm ranking plants only, but I'll put all the party characters in here since I have not unlocked any of the party characters, so they all go into have then haven't played yet. Unicorn Chomper, I'll never get, unfortunately. Let's see, am I missing any? Party Brains, I know he's somewhere. Oh well. Let's see who's next on the list. Mob Cobb. He's got the piercing effect. Though I don't think, he's got good damage, at least for my personal experience playing as him. He wasn't too bad. A tier. Petrified Cactus. I didn't even get her at Specialist. I rarely ever play her. She's like one of the only characters I have yet to get the Specialist. But when I did play as her, she's a bit awkward for me to use since, cacti are more normally snipers, and she's made with detonation. She's not well made for long range, so. But I definitely see the potential in her. She is really good. I'd say, at least from what I've played so far, I do like her. I'll put her in B tier, though chances are I will put her higher. But for now, she's sticking in there. Let's see, next on the list, Pops Corn. Not as good as Colonel Corn, but he's definitely up there. Power Cactus. Same with these cacti, except for Chain Lightning. Power Flower. She's like one of my favorite sunflowers. I think I'll put her in A tier. I can take on I can get a lot of kills with her, thanks to a Chain Lightning effect. I feel like I can do better with her than other electric variants. Rock P. Now, me personally, I don't think Rock P's that bad. Though I can definitely see why people don't like him, but me personally, I'd put him in B tier. Shadow Flower. I have no idea why, but I did at one time think Shadow Flower was the worst character in the game. But my opinion has changed drastically since then. Because I used to think she was the worst character in the game since she's basically Rake Sunflower, but with like slightly more ammo, slightly faster rate of fire, and that's basically it. Though I do think if Rake Sunflower is good, there's no way Shadow Flower can be that bad. So A tier. Stuffy Flower, I'd say maybe A plus tier. Pretty dang good if you ask me. Sunfarrow, I'd say also A tier, along with Rake Sunflower. I put Stuffy Flower in like A plus tier because when you kill zombies, sun spawns out of them, so you can like heal your teammates. Reg Rose. I don't play Roses very often, but she has a homing effect, so I guess she's not all that bad. I'll put her at the top of B tier. Okay, let's see who's next on the list. Torchwood. One of my favorite characters, though he can easily get taken out by a bunch of groups of zombies, and even though he does have dangerous abilities, if he's by himself, he can easily get taken down. He needs teammates to help him, so B tier. Plus, he's been nerfed since he came out. Toxic Citron. D tier, unfortunately. I mean, I think he's better than E Citron since, you know, he's good at helping you get assists, so you can get Assist Master. Toxic P. Oh boy, dangerous. A plus tier. I'll put him in there. Maybe I will bump EP to A plus tier. Vampire Flower, I think A tier, because where'd she go? How'd she get on there? I do think she has a good gimmick. Like, her gimmick is that she can steal health from zombies if you constantly shoot at them. Though, if you have bad aim and you're not constantly shooting them, you can't see your health back and you'll die pretty fast. Because she almost has the same health as an imp. And the last two plants, let's see, Yeti Chomper. I'd say out of all the Chompers, he's like, I'll put him in C tier along with these Chompers since he's technically the only Chomper with range. And last but not least, Zen Cactus. The fact that you shoot more, like the less ammo you have, the more damage your shots do. A tier. You just need to have good aim. Well, guys, those are my personal rankings for like all the plants. Am I missing any? Is that all the plants? Yeah, from the looks of it, that's all the plants. Next video, I'll do the zombies. So this is my personal opinion on all the plants. Just remember, ranking these guys from what I personally think. If you disagree, that's fine. This is just what I personally think of the characters from my personal experience playing as them, alright? I do not have all of them mastered yet. But, yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.